Behindwoods, Maatheyosi with me. In this special episode, we have the CEO of PVR, Mr. Gautham Dutta. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you.
So before we explore the PVR icon, I would like to start from your love for cinema. So being a CEO of PVR, I'm very sure that you have a big love for cinema. So what was that starting point?
Having a love for cinema is something which is like a given if you're an Indian. They say India is an extremely entertainment-starved country. We have no other form of entertainment. We love and worship our film stars. We love our stories. We love this experience because actually somebody said it right that our normal lives are so stressful that these are our doors of fantasy. When we get in through these doors of fantasy, we forget the real world and we want to be immersed in another world, a completely fantasy world. And I think that really draws all of us to cinemas, and that's the reason why India has the largest visitations in the world. We produce the highest number of films in the world and move from one state to another. They consume different languages and they love for cinema, specifically in Chennai. You can't beat that across the world, absolutely.
And I've also heard that you believe in an open door policy, so that employees can just walk in and discuss the ideas.
Of course.
So a CEO being accessible, what are the pros and cons?
Actually, there is no con at all. I feel as a leader, you have to be, because no one has a copyright to an idea. Anyone can have an idea, and honestly, it's not my creation. It's a complete team's work. Our management, our board, Mr. Bijli, who's the chairman, has the vision, and we all are part of the 10,000 manpower company. We all sort of work together to sort of make this vision come alive, and we very firmly and strongly believe that anyone can have a great idea, and that's the reason you encourage people to come up and share those ideas. And the easiest way, honestly, I make my job easier by inviting people to come and share those ideas, because I get a lot of credit for those ideas.
So now let's explore. I would call it plush PVR icon.
Yeah, absolutely. What you see here is about 10 screen cinema, which has about 2,600 seats. What we also wanted to give people was an experience which they hadn't seen before. Very, very international. The use of material, the guy who's designed it, his name is Diego. He's one of the world's best architects in this space. We got him on board to do this, and of course then we had the gem in the crown, which was called the PXL. We went around the world and got the very best in terms of technology. So the PXL that you're going to be seeing today is by far the largest screen in the country, with about 24 meter, which means that what you get is 70% more viewing on the screen. That's the size of the screen. It's 70% larger than the normal screen. So that makes it really, really awesome.
And so multiplexes and design, it's become a whole new game these days. It clearly shows that the movie watching experience not just ends inside the screen. Has it become more and more challenging to satisfy the crowds?
One word could be challenging, the other is exciting, and we would want to take the other word as exciting, because like fashion, design is changing, it's ever changing. New materials are coming on board, and it's wonderful when you can create something which stands the test of time, when hordes of millions of people come in and take their selfies here. I can tell you there's nothing more rewarding than that.
And the PVR SPI merger was one of the hot topics discussed among movie watchers. Apart from the general decisions, the big decisions, how much thought was put into retaining the iconic SPI popcorn?
Oh, a lot. In fact, the biggest thing that happened was we knew that SPI came with huge strength. We have a lot of respect for SPI, the brand, Mr. Kiran Reddy, Swaroop Reddy, and what they did with people, products, designs. I think it was just breathtaking to see some of the work that they've done for cinemas as a category. And that's the reason, if you see, even VR, when we opened, and that was just the time when this collaboration and buyover happened. And at that point in time, we took a call of saying, let us invite the SBI team to actually take over and offer the same F&B that they serve in SBI, because clearly they were doing a fantastic job there. And as I said, the body and the soul came together. Right. PVR was always known for great technology, great designs, great hospitality, great process and systems. And of course, SBI had another very strong aspect, which was the sheer soul of a cinema, which is people, training, their SOPs, food. Was just their cold coffee was iconic, their popcorns was iconic. And we said, why can't we now, because that's how great brands become bigger and greater, when you have the ability to imbibe different cultures, people. And I think we rolled the red carpet, and I think they were gracious enough to sort of accept it and work really as a seamless one team. So honestly, if you ask me 3 months down the line, we don't know. It's completely merged. We are just one. We play as one, and we are so happy to be doing this all together.
So the large screen projection that you offer, I would like to see that.
Of course, please come. The name PXL came from the extra large. We wanted to just keep it very simple. All the tags that you see on your clothing. So extra large in this sense, of course, meant bigger experience. So we looked at every aspect: legroom, seat width. We looked at the screen size. We looked at the sound. We looked at every possible detailing and said, can we give an extra large experience? So that's where the PVR extra large, PXL, came into being.
And PVR is one of the best when it comes to seating.
Yeah.
People know that, but what I'm very curious to know is that the bond between PVR and color red.
Red goes back to fantasy as a world. It's the most luxurious color, we believe, and that's what we wanted to achieve. It's been with us for ever since we started, and of course, while seating, like you rightly said, is a USP of PVR, behind the scenes a lot of work goes in to make sure that the seat is comfortable. At some level technical work, at some level very basic work of getting different target groups to come and sit and experience movies. We do not decide on our seating in a conference room or in a sampling room. We have auditoriums where new seats are kept, and we go watch movies for a couple of hours to be able to then come up with our point of views on those. And that's the reason we've kept it very simple, but it's kind of worked for us so far.
And what is the seating capacity, and how many screens does PVR Icon offer?
Icon has about 10 screens, and it has a seating capacity of about 2590, which is huge. PXL in itself has roughly about 450 odd seats. So we are expecting close to about 26-27 million people coming into Icon this year.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gautam Dutta. It was a pleasure meeting you.